Hello 10IG, this is Mujahid Sartawi and welcome to the computer science class of 30th of March 2020. Today we will continue talking about the pre-release material of 2020 paper 2.1 and I will continue explaining paper number 2, task number 2. Today I'm gonna send you the two files, actually the file of task number 2. This file, if you remember that I showed to you last time, it contains all the work we did last time, the code, the Python code. Plus, I will send you another file, which is the explanation file for task 2, which is very important for you to read it. This is the explanation for task 2, all the explanation and why we did this and why we do that. And the path of these files will be I'm going to send you a link which contains this file. So in this file, in this compressed file, you will find the two files that I'm going to talk about today. So let's go to the explanation and remember what happened last time. This is the explanation, and let's go to the code and explain it again in a different way. Let's go to the first chunk or part of the program. Remember something? In this part, we didn't change anything except adding extra variables here, if you remember. So this remains the same as task 1, as what we did in task number 1. So we defined the arrays for cases, for phones, tablets, chargers, and the only thing we did is to add the extra variables for the SIM price, total SIM price, total device price, total case price, and total chargers price, and the grand total for the whole thing for the order price. Let's go down and see the next. In this part, if you remember, we made a new variable, new order, and we created the while, and we created while this variable is empty, or the user entered enter. In this case, something will happen. So this variable to start ordering, also used to continue ordering and end ordering, we will display the same thing we did in task number 1, the details, the price, but the final thing, the total price of user's choice is located from the list total device price will be a running total when more than one device is ordered. Okay, so each time you order a new device, the price will be added to this part. So this part also is the same as we did in task number 1, and we will skip SIM if a tablet is selected, because we don't need a SIM card if the tablet is selected. Okay. Okay. So also the total SIM price will be a running total. It will add the prices here. This part is the same as we did in task number 1. If you go to task number 1, you will see the same answers here, except only one thing we added, which is total case price, which is total case price plus the C price we add, which is a running total. Charger price, the same thing with what we did in task number 1. If you go to task number 1, you will see the same code, except only one thing, which is total charger price, which is a running cost or a running total. Here, this line is very important at the end of the code, which will end or continue order the while loop condition. Do you remember the while loop we did? We added in the beginning of the code. If the user, for example, entered any key, it means he or she don't want to order any extra orders, while if the user entered uh, an enter, which means the new order is empty, it means this user wants to order something else. Okay. Okay, so uh, the remove not or not needed by final program used to check each order product total. So we can print here these variables, and we can also uh, at the end we can find the, do you remember this variable which is total order price? It is gonna be the grand total of all the variables, all the running costs, and at the end this variable, or the result or the value inside this variable, will be rounded into two decimal places, and this is what happened at the end, and this is it. This is the end of task number 2. So we allow the users uh, to order more than one device, more than one device, and the running total is added, and the grand total, or the overall total, will be calculated also. This is all for this class. What I want from you tonight is to go to the code again, study it hard, do your experiments, change whatever you want, and run your code, execute your commands, and try to memorize exactly what happened in this task. So after that, we will be, inshallah, prepared for the coming task, which is task number 3. And when we finish all the tasks, we will go again to the pseudocode and for the flowcharts. This is all for today. Thank you.